Good evening, everybody. Welcome to League of Extraordinary Inventors. I'm your host, Mike from Faraday Research. It is Saturday night. It's November 1st, 2025. Welcome to the show. We have Lulu on, we got Philip on, and we got Nathan on. Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody had a good Halloween yesterday. And yeah, it was kind of a busy day for all of us. I decided to change the show to tonight because I know everybody's got families and kids and all that kind of stuff and parties going on. And yeah, the World Series was on last night. The Jays lost, and looks like we scored a point goal. I hear everybody downstairs screaming and hooting, hollering. So
Nice.
uh, yeah, hopefully the Jays are on the scoreboard finally. But tonight's do or die. Anybody could win it, either the Jays or the Dodgers.
It says the
So
Jays are
yeah,
up by 3.
they're up by three. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, they
Okay,
just hit
so
a almost a grand slam.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh, really? Right on.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
All right, all right. I'm in a good mood now. I'm good. I'm good. Good vibes. All right. So, this past week, I got the new framework for the new Renegade device that I'm starting to build. It cost 109 bucks. I was going to build it from scratch, but I went to Home Depot and I looked up all the parts, and after I added up all the costs to make it myself, I could freaking get the same thing on Amazon already built. Like all I have to do is put it together when it comes to my doorstep. So that's what I did. So I ordered it. It's a three tier. It's actually built for a printer table, but it's
Mhm.
all steel. It's all steel construction. Each shelf is rated at 50 pounds, so more than enough strength to hold what I got to put into it. So on the first bottom shelf is going to be the batteries. Second shelf is going to be the 2,000-watt inverter, and then on the very top is going to be the new Renegade device in a vacuum chamber. So that's the new project for the next few months. That's going to take me a while to do because my lab's outside and winter's coming. It's knocking on my doorstep here very, pretty soon. Yeah, we're already into November already, and then another month from that, we're in friggin' Christmas already.
Hey, Mike,
So
what was the
I'll be
vacuum chamber for?
vacuum chamber is to reduce the wind friction of the wheel. So if I have no wind friction on the wheel, and not only that it's going to be in the vacuum chamber, it's also going to be a maglev. So I'm going to do the maglev setup. So it's going to be floating on a magnetic bearing. So
Hmm.
it'll reduce the amount of friction that the bearings have to endure. So that's probably going to really help this thing as far as spin time. So, like, if you can get your wheel, say, like 800 RPM, and then cut the power off, and that wheel can spin on its own for over 5 minutes, you got a really good wheel.
Nice.
And to make it even better, if you don't have any air friction on the wheel, if it's in a vacuum chamber, it will run even longer. I've heard, I was doing some reading, they did some tests with, what was it? I think it was a 5 pound rotor, and they sped it up and they let the thing run. It ran for over 3 weeks
Hmm.
spinning in a complete vacuum chamber.
Hmm.
3 weeks it spent on its own with no power. So if I could get anywhere near that, I'd be surprised. I'd be like, wow, that's incredible.
Oh,
So
yeah.
with less friction and all that, it takes a less power for my system to run it. Less current, the batteries last longer, yada yada. It's where you can make a lot of gains in your losses, and usually the losses are in the mechanical part of that system, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at. I seen a really good video today on step up transformers, DC step up transformers. I was going to do it tonight, but I'm not at home. I'm basically using my phone again. So I'm unable to pull stuff up easy onto the screen and show. But maybe next week.
You're
I'll
at
pull it up.
you're at the restroom right now on your phone.
No, I'm in somebody's bedroom in my wife's aunt's house right now. Everybody's watching the game downstairs. So, yeah, that's why every now and then I hear some hollering, and that's a good sign right now. So I don't mind. Yeah. So, I guess we'll start off with you, Philip. If you want to present your stuff, what you've been working on.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like you know already, I am working on making the neodymium ball, metal ball, and the chrome steel ball of 66 gram and 153 gram respectively. I'm trying to make them levitate using a coil. You know, I put the ball in the middle. I'm trying to. I want the ball to levitate. Like, you're gonna put it like that. I want the ball to levitate, and then when I stop the current, I want the ball to drop. So that's why I'm doing this. I want it to be very precise, instantaneous, so that there's no uncertainty and stuff like that. So I also have constant current modules to control my circuit. I've got power adapters. I've got resistance. But instead of buying a stack of resistors, I think I'm just gonna use my good old power supply that I
You know what you
can.
could do,
I,
Philip?
I,
Know what you could do is go on Amazon and order a DC PWM. It's basically a motor control,
Isn't that what he
and
just
they're
showed
not.
us?
What's that?
Isn't that what he just showed us? He had a PWM or something in that little box.
Yeah, yeah. Use a PWM. That's your best way to control it, I think.
yeah, it's a constant current module.
Yeah.
Um, I've got two of them because I've got two balls, so
How
two
many?
coils, two.
How many amps can they handle?
Well, the power adapter, I did try the coil with 1.5 amp, and it's not enough. So I need to go up to 5 amps to see if it works. If that's not enough, then I need to crank it up to 10 amps. See if the ball is gonna levitate. You know, because but 5 amps should be sufficient to
Yeah,
create the magnetic field to make the ball levitate, according to
yeah,
ChatGPT. So,
yeah,
um,
Did you
yeah.
get it to
5
levitate?
amp.
sorry.
You can make a levitate.
Did you get it to levitate in there?
No, not yet, because I just used 1.5 amps so far. So I need to increase the current to 5 amps to create a stronger magnetic field. And yeah, so I was thinking also because I've got two coils. So I said to myself, I might as well, instead of having two separate circuits, I might as well create one big circuit with, instead of duplicated resistance, then I can use a 40 volt current, one circuit of 40 volts using 8 ohms resistors. Then I'm gonna get 5 amps. Um, yeah, 1 sec.
Yeah, just got to worry about the
40.
heat.
Uh,
Yeah, just worry about the heat, but you're not going to be holding them for long.
No, but the
So
resistors can go up to 100 watts, so I'm good enough.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Just worry
Yeah.
about the heat in those coils. Just make sure you don't fry them. Yeah, 5 amps is not too much, but if you got a lot more voltage going through there, you got a lot of watts, right? You know, boils
Yeah,
down
but
to
the
watts.
coil is the wires of are 12 AWG, so they
Okay.
can handle a lot of amps.
Yeah, but like I said before, you're not going to be holding the balls for a long time. It's basically pop them in, hold them,
Yeah,
and then drop them. So
yeah, exactly.
I think you should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do next week. I'm gonna use the big power adapter that is kind of smart too and adapts and stuff like that. That I use for the power adapter that I used in the past for the liquid metal vortex for g- the gravito electromagnetic levitation. Well, weight shift. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to use the same to generate a 40-volt current with with 8 ohm. 40 divided by 8 ohm resistors. Well, what's that? 40 divided by 8. So I'm gonna have my 5 amps current, you know. So everything is
Yeah.
gonna be in series. I might as well put everything in series,
Yeah.
using one big circuit instead of two separate ones,
Mm-hmm.
I find you get better effects when you start hooking stuff up in series, anyways. Since you do your
Yeah,
power multiplication, same with the pulse motors. Running at 12 volts just doesn't cut it, man. Like if you're playing with small stuff, but if you want anything significant, you got to put minimum like over 25, 48, 60 volts. Stay in that range there. You're gonna get the yields and the outputs that you're going to be looking for at that voltage range. And everybody forgets when you use a lot higher voltage, especially DC, you need less current to get the same effect. So if you got a really good tuned pulse motor, that pulse motor technically should not need more than 100 milliamps. If you're drawing 200 milliamps or 1 amp out of a for a pulse motor, it's not right. There's something wrong there. So that's the benchmark, under 100 milliamps. So even with circuits that you're using too, if you can get up the voltage but decrease the current, you're still getting the same effects, but you don't have to worry about the heating issue anymore, right? So
yeah, but I need at least 5 amps for the coil to generate the magnetic field.
right, but you can gain that back in the voltage that you put in, right? So if you have a higher voltage output, so what voltage input were you going to put? 12 volts
No, 40 volts, and I'm gonna use eight ohm resistors,
to give you 5 amps, right?
5 amps. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good because you could even try to get it maybe even lower, down to
Yeah.
2 amps at 40 volts. You might still be able to achieve that enough pull on the magnet to hold those balls in place. So
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be a lot less stress on your system, definitely.
But that's 200 watts. Do you think that's little? I think that's little. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, 200 watts, you should be able to hold those, no doubt.
No, but if I accidentally touch the current, then I'm gonna have a
Yeah, that's
hard
gonna
problem.
hurt. Yeah, that
Yeah.
won't be a good outcome, no.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
be
just a
careful.
big
Oh, I got
beginner
outcome.
here.
That just won't be good.
Just don't stick your hand in like a bowl of water or something.
my finger in a water jar or something.
Yeah, or touch the sink. Yeah, the sink, by the way, is a very good ground, everybody. Just to let you know, because I've done it when I was doing my Don Smith with the plasma ball, and I
Yeah.
had that. So what I did was I held the potential of the power going from the capacitor that was getting filled up, and I used my hand as the ground. Bad idea.
Oh
Very
yeah.
bad idea. oh my God, I couldn't believe the amount of current that I got from that. That gave me a good jolt.
Oh yeah.
Like the plasma ball puts out about, some of them can put out 2 kVA. So when I pumped it through the high voltage diodes and then dumped it into the capacitor, and then from the capacitor bank it went through my body to ground. Not a good idea. Jesus, oh my
No.
God, that was a woohoo! My God,
Yeah.
in some weird sick way, it almost felt good.
What?
Yeah. But
That's
by
funny.
the way, by the way, I forgot to say that well, my company and my good old friend Dr. Recken
Mhm.
from Japan, we were
Yep.
gonna participate in a 2026 DARPA Drone Innovation Challenge. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
pretty cool, man. I mean, I'm gonna program it, and he's gonna provide the hardware. But it's a sure win. Anybody can participate. Universities, private companies, and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
very confident.
Start making kamikaze drones.
Oh god.
Yeah, yeah. Drones. They want drones that can lift like something like, I don't know, 200 pounds or something like that. So they got a certain weight
Yeah,
that.
some of them are getting quite large now. Like I've seen one drone company here in Ontario. What the company does is they drop food up north near Hudson Bay because there's no airports up there. So the only way they can bring goods and like food and supplies and whatever is basically by helicopter
Hmm.
because it's such an isolated part of northern Ontario, right? Up in the Hudson Bay area.
Yeah,
So this company started building these large scale drones. They're about the size of a car, and some of them can carry well over 300 pounds.
yeah,
So this company is making a shit kicking right now because it's such high demand. So all you have to do, literally in Ontario, is get a commercial air carrier license through the FAA.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you get that license, you could legally do, basically, that type of business, a courier business using drones.
yeah.
Wow.
And they got drones too to that provide supplies to prisoners in prisons.
Oh yeah.
They, they talk to their friends, and they drop stuff in prisons.
Well, weren't they doing that with? I think Walmart was doing it, where they're dropping parcels in people's backyards.
Wasn't it
Yeah,
Amazon?
I think he's talking about something else. They're no longer sticking in
no,
their
I
ass. They're
know, I
dropping
know.
it.
Yeah, no, no, I wasn't going off the rails. No, yeah, even Amazon too was doing testing this drone delivery service where it just drops the package in your backyard and you just pick it up.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
tried
but
that.
what about people that live in New York on the 20th
Yeah,
floor? You know,
I think there would be like different waypoints where you could go to, and at a certain time it would come and drop your package off, and you would just go to that waypoint.
yeah,
Mm.
So
yeah,
yeah, I could see that happening,
yeah, for sure.
especially
That's
for
gonna
like,
save a lot of time.
yeah,
Yeah,
and for small goods too, right? And also like a city like New York where like gridlock is like all the time there. Like I've been there, so I know what the traffic's like during rush
yeah,
hour. Good luck. Good luck. If you're trying to get a parcel during rush hour, it's not happening.
yeah.
Oh, Dodgers just scored.
Oh, are you
What's the
serious?
score now?
Three
What's the
one.
score now?
It's 3-1.
3-1. Okay.
Yeah, still up. Still doing good, Mike.
All right. So, Philip, that's you have more stuff, or
Um, no, that's why I switched to mute. I started eating my chips.
Yeah, I had a bite
Just
to eat
kidding.
before I started.
No,
I had my
I,
food
I
before I
think
came on.
that's pretty cool. The DARPA Drone Innovation Challenge, and by May, if we win, but we will win. But when we win, it's like $21 million
Wow.
the price. So it's
Hmm.
worth it. Also,
Yeah, I hope.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I also have a friend that I met in 2023. He's from Montreal. He was from Montreal. Now he lives in Utah with his family, and he's gonna help me moving my company. He's working for the government at the same time, so he's gonna help me move my company and apply for grants. Uh, grants for the right solar stations, because it works by solar stations in United States. You need to apply for a solar station to if you want funding. So then you present your project,
Hmm.
and then if you win, then they're gonna fund your project. Like you got three phases. You got phase one, phase two, and phase three. That's the SBIR STTR program
Hmm.
for small business innovation something. But you need to have initially you need to have the right solicitation to apply for. You can't just go there and say, "Oh, give me money for I don't know a teleportation machine." Doesn't work that way.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool, but it doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Well, prove it, and I'll give you the money. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Everybody
Is
be teleporting their ex-wives to the moon. They'd be like, go right in, you get all your money. They end up on the moon. There's a big pile of women on the moon.
big pile of women. Oh my god.
Oh, it's terrible. I'm sorry.
Bernie
Oh
said
yeah,
he's
by the
done
way,
what he had.
tomorrow is not to talk about politics, but don't forget to vote, Mike. Tomorrow,
What's that?
don't forget to vote tomorrow.
Vote.
Vote. Hello, the election,
What
Mark
election are we
Carney,
talking about?
the federal elections.
Oh, oh, yeah. Get rid of that asshole.
Yeah. So just want to make sure you don't forget.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's what, a by-election or something, or
Yeah, he wants majority. Carney wants majority, but let's just fire his ass. That's
Hmm.
very simple.
Another
You can
one,
just
huh?
kick him out, boot him out of there.
but I didn't get any card in the mail for an election though, or do you have to do it online?
Yeah, that's because you're conservative. If you're conservative, they're not gonna mail you the ballot.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Jeez.
No, that's because Canada Post was on strike. Remember, and they, they
Right, right.
didn't they didn't deliver all the mail. So that's why I'm saying it's a tricky tricky elections, because if you're conservative, you're not gonna get your mail, but if you're liberal, then you're good to vote.
Jeez. Canada.
Yeah, that's freaking ridiculous.
Sounds like New
Yeah,
York or
exactly.
California.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really the rock bottom of submission here. We're kind of we're a bunch of sheep. There was a truck convoy that tried to fight it, but they all get put in jail.
Yeah, they screwed your truck drivers over, that's for sure.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was completely illegal what they did.
Oh yeah. But they still
Completely
did
Remember
illegal.
it.
the woman that was in charge of the truck convoy? Truck convoy. She was she had her sentence announced like 1 or 2 weeks ago, but I don't know. I didn't follow up. But she has finally got her sentence uh, revealed. So I don't know what happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
sucks.
it's our government's so messed up.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's the
it's
problem
illegal.
when you got a guy that's yeah, they want to go after more rights. It's like we don't have rights, people. We have uh limited privileges,
Yeah.
right?
There's a lot of stuff I always just start talking to you about offline, and I'll let you know what's really going on offline. But we're heading the UK way. You know how bad it is in UK, but we're heading this way actually. If we don't do anything.
Oh, it's terrible. UK has just gotten awful. You can't say anything over there.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
in
UK
UK
is
actually
bad.
it's if it goes on the way it is, not to name names, but it's gonna be it's gonna get blocked by the United States. But I'll talk about you guys about that offline,
Mm.
not on during the show.
Yeah, we're probably being monitored.
Yeah,
Uh,
Yeah,
I
we got
believe
trolls everywhere. I've
I
been
believe I
getting
believe
friggin' trolls.
I believe the trick or treaters yesterday weren't all real trick or treaters. I think somebody knows where I live, and they come in just to check out, like, to put a real, like, face picture to the real human. I saw a few people yesterday that
Hmm.
I you feel that energy. I felt that energy.
they
So
look like
too
spies or
po-
something.
too polished, way too
Yeah.
polished. It's like
mm.
staged polished. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
Whatever. I
my
don't. I
share of friggin' trolls on my
They don't
site.
understand. I don't care. Like, I don't care. It's just very simple. Like, okay, hello. It would have been easier if they just said, "Oh yeah, we've seen you from the podcast. Hi." That would have been so much than just being creepy.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you there. Just come out and say who you are, so I know how to avoid you.
Not avoid, but okay. Like we do this show because people watch us. They like what we have to say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like, be a normal human being. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I get
But
it.
whatever.
Yeah. But like I don't know, it's weird because like for the last couple of years, things have been real quiet, and it's just like in the last say 4 or 5 months, I'm getting all these weirdos and getting weird friggin' comments in my on some
Well,
of my videos and shit. It's like, where are these friggin' idiots coming from? Like, are they real? Are they AI? Or
the
like
guy was acting like
I
your
don't know.
family
It's
member in the last one.
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, yeah. It's like what the heck? Like the way that guy was talking to you that
Yeah.
night, Lulu. That's what this guy was doing with me. I'm like, fuck off. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
like
Like,
they try to
like,
make it feel like as if you know them, or you met them, or they're your friend, like,
yeah.
and it's like, I've never met you. I don't know who you are.
I just ban them now. You know what? I just ban them. I just friggin' delete their friggin' post and ban them. That's all I do. I don't hesitate anymore. Anybody pisses me off, especially on certain stuff, bye bye, and I won't look
It's
back.
so funny.
So,
Yeah.
oh
That guy
yeah,
was
it's
really
like,
acting like he knew
you
you,
know,
man.
oh yeah, he
That was
went bye
bad.
bye.
Yeah.
He went bye bye.
No,
Yeah. So
I
I
dealt with
imagine
that,
there's gonna be
man.
more. If I, you know what? If I'm pissing people off there and they're making nasty comments, I must be doing something right.
You were talking earlier about your, like, the vacuum chamber to for less air resistance for the thing to
Yeah.
uh, um
Hmm.
you know tr- like, rotate with the ball bearings. Well, what if you add something like some kind of liquid to the ball bearings? Would that also help, like, less friction?
Yeah,
Like,
like I'm using high quality. See, I'm using high quality ceramic bearings, but
mhm.
there's still weight pressure on it. So if I do like a maglev, like what's his name, Papa Bayo's doing,
Yeah.
I should be able to reduce the amount of drag on that wheel quite a bit.
What about if you
So,
add a product like an oil or a lubricant or like something
oh yeah,
to
yeah,
the yeah.
I use a good grade oil on it.
Okay.
That also helps out too. So, but like I said before, I'm using a pretty high quality ceramic bearing, and that helps quite a bit with drag and friction. So, but yeah, if I do the maglev like Papa Bayo's doing, yeah, I should be able to get some better results.
Oh yeah, get it go faster.
Yeah, yeah. And that takes less power to maintain that speed, right? You're not struggling to push. Just the momentum and the inertia of the wheel's going to keep it running fast, right?
Yeah.
So,
I'm working on something similar, right? But I still haven't got it to rotate. But I have got my whole magnet set up and all of it. But I'll show it to you guys if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
yeah, sure, pull it up.
I have to take my thing. Let's see. It's like if I hold on, let me see where the. Okay, do you see it? No, my camera. I don't know why it keeps on refocusing. Okay, do you see that?
Okay. I see a wheel in the center.
Yeah.
Okay. I see the magnets on the outside.
Yeah, there's magnets on the outside. There's magnets on the inside, and it's in a silver bowl. I tried silver. I'm trying silver this time. I don't know if this is real. Okay, you see
Oh, I
that?
see. Okay, I see them in the inside now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I can get this to stabilize. Okay. And you've got the little. Let me grab my hand in here. Okay. Here's one of the magnets. Where'd it go? Okay, there you go. I've got three of these. Actually, four of these. I have one in the center and three around a ceramic. Like here. Do you see it? Is that better?
Oh, okay. Little round balls. You got round ones under there. Okay.
Yeah, there's round ones, and then there is another round one inside of that bubble right there. There's a bubble in there, like a plastic bubble, so the magnet doesn't fly off from the rotation. So I encased it in a. Almost have it. I think a couple. I just have to line up the poles. Yeah, like opposite, so it pushes it. Because when you put like one south, one south, and then north, it helps push it. One pushes the other one from the. At least that's what I've. Anyway, but I'm not. This is where I am at with this.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know what if the silver has anything to do with it, but I just thought it might be a cool idea to add it in there. Like to put a whole silver base, and wasn't like I used a silver bowl that I've had, so I didn't have to like go buy a real like silver to do this. It's just I had something from a long time ago and I used it.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Right on. Cool.
Yeah. Those magnets start to suck after a while. I was doing that, trying to make that stupid thing work. It took like 2 days and just frustrated me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's good.
sorry, John Bigman. If my hand was on the mic because I couldn't hold,
Oh,
yeah. Apologies if you couldn't hear what I was saying.
yeah, it looks good. Got to keep experimenting. That's how you learn.
That's right.
What about Nathan?
What's
Did you
happening with
have
Bernie?
I've been winding geometry coils for the last week, putting out, how I'm doing and stuff, and then I'm gonna start building all the circuits for him here this week. And then hopefully by then my wire will get here and I'll be starting pulse motors after that. We'll be replicating the Renegade, and then I'll be replicating Papa Bales. And then I also threw in the end machine that Mike was showing on his channel. I was watching that, so I put in the order for those parts. I got most of the stuff,
Yep.
and you know what I mean, from all the little bird shot stuff to put in there. I
Yep.
got that. I got the
Yep.
rods to go in there. I got the spindles. I got the magnets on there. Of course, I got the PLA and the printers. So I'll be able to put all that together. Got all the bearings. The last thing I needed to do was to wind the coils. So it'll all go into one big build and put it together. But the wheels themselves, I have a 10-inch wheel that I'll be using to put it on there. And I have two sets set up, one for neodymiums, and then so that'll be for the Bedini motor, and that'll go around. And then I have one for the ceramics, and then I have the inset I'm building still in the CAD for Mike's Renegade, so I can just get 4 of those in there. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
almost there. So it's going to be kind of
Yeah,
a busy couple weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of projects to put together.
Well, thankfully they're all almost the same thing. You know what I mean? They kind of use the same
Well,
core. They just
Yeah. Yeah.
different wire types and stuff like that, but the circuits are close. So
Yeah. The circuits are pretty basic. The only thing I do different than everybody else does, they use MOSFETs. I use relay switch. That's why I'm able to get the radiant energy. Like I was watching Papa Bayo last week, and he set up his commentator switch, and he was getting that really nice bright greenish blue color. And I said, "Yeah, man, that's what you want. That's the radiant energy. And after you get that greenish blue spark, your coil will start to cool off." Because he was saying, "Yeah, my coil's cool. Why is it doing that?" And I go, "Dude, that's what you want. That's what you're looking for."
that's what you're looking
Right?
for.
As soon as you get that greenish blue spark, that's when your coil starts to cool down. So
That's the thing
that's
you got to
one
do
thing.
is the spark apps, but I got the piezo's, Mike. They came in
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Piezo's are a very good upgrade to that whole device. Very good upgrade. So as soon as you get those hooked up in series with the positive end on the coil, yeah, you're going to see some magic. Now you could try it both ways. You could hook it up in parallel, or you could hook it up in series in the circuit. It works both ways.
Hmm.
So just play around with it. See what works best for you.
Well, I wanted to
You
try
know,
it on the negative like you had it.
Yeah, you could do it on the negative or even on the positive. Because when you get the reactance in the coil happening, it usually will happen through the positive end. And if you set up a diode just before the piezos, what will happen is if you get the reactance current coming out, it won't allow it to go back into the coil and just hammers the daylights out of the piezos. That's where you get a huge punch right there. So you can fool around with that with the
Nice.
diode and without the diode. So you could try it both ways. Series parallel with the diode before the piezos or without a diode. You could try both, all those ways and they still work.
Yeah.
So, but I'm telling you, those piezos, man, they're a real key component.
Well, I'm looking forward
Yes.
to it.
Speaking of which, I watched a video on Facebook and they were showing this old temple. I'm not sure if I think it was Egyptian. Anyways, the guy was doing analyzing of the types of stones inside. So on the left side of him, he had this carved out stone, and he analyzed it. It turns out it's limestone. Then in the middle of it was like three slabs, one on the left side, one in the middle, and another one on the right side of it. He did a spectrum analyze of the stone on the left. It was 100% limestone. The one in the middle, guess what it was?
What?
Calcite crystal.
Really?
Yes. And then
That's
on the other side of him, on the right side, was limestone again. So it had limestone, calcite crystal, and then limestone. Guess what you got? You got a capacitor.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, a high voltage electrostatic condenser.
Hmm.
The calcite crystal will reverberate any frequency or whatever. Say you put like say a radio frequency through it, you'll amplify it by 200 times with the calcite crystal.
Okay. How do you spell calcite?
CAL. Uh, hold on, I gotta spell it with my finger.
Is it site
C
like CY or is it like SI?
CY. Hold on. CALCYITE, I believe. I'm close.
Calcite
You could Google
crystal.
search it.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
calcite crystal. It's a little bit more expensive. It has a bit of carbon in the crystal itself, so it's not like it's 100%, but there's a bit of a capacitive value with the carbon in it. But apparently, it makes a huge difference when it comes to like amplifying frequency.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna leave this up so I can buy some.
Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive than just your regular, quartz crystal.
Huh?
But yeah,
That's okay.
but that's what this ancient structure was made of. I was actually really surprised when he said calcite crystal. I'm like, aha, interesting.
Yeah.
So they were putting some kind of voltage potential through it because when you're building a structure and you build it like that, that's not by accident. There was a reason why they had limestone, calcite crystal, then limestone. It was like they knew how to build some kind of like energy, not harvesting, but a storage mechanism,
Hmm.
like a
Well,
capacitor.
Joe did it with the RAV he made. He did the anode cathode, and in the middle he put the quartz, and he got it to
Yeah,
light up the entire thing. So if the calcite works the way you do, maybe it won't break apart this time.
yeah. It's harder because it does have carbon in it. So do your RAV experiment with calcite crystal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I was asking so I can look it up and find it.
Mhm.
Nice.
And you
That'll
might
be
get
fun
higher
too.
temperatures. You might get higher temperatures. I'm predicting you will. You will get a lot higher temperatures.
In the
Well, I'm
calcite or in the limestone? Like, or all of it?
Well, no, like the crystal itself is calcite. Yeah, the carbon's embedded inside the
Okay.
mhm.
quartz itself. Yeah, it is a little bit more pricier than your regular quartz crystal. So
Yeah.
you might want to try that and see what happens. I think you're going to get a lot more strength with it, and it won't break down like the regular quartz does.
Well, I'm kind of hoping that the frequency kind of gels with the frequency that's going
It
through
will.
it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, because from my buddy actually researches this stuff, and he says
Hmm.
amplification could be as high as 200 times,
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's good.
I
and
just had sorry, go ahead.
uh, that's why they use calcite crystal in a lot of radio transmitters for military. They don't use regular quartz as a transmitter. They'll use a high quality calcite because it can transmit further.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Definitely
a
have to
little
try
bit
that.
off topic. But I just had a flashback that this week I just confirmed that quantum mechanics, it's all garbage.
Yeah, wasn't that that video I sent you? That guy talking about that?
Yeah, but I mean common sense, just common sense. They if you go back at the roots of quantum mechanics, they uh, they say that it's all probabilistic. It's all based on probabilities and blah blah blah. You cannot know where the particles are until you measure them and blah blah blah. But it's all garbage because it's based. All of that nonsense is based on the double slit experiment.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Like even
the double slit experiment can be explained by the phase of the particle, like the phase of the photon or the electron, stuff like that. That's gonna change the angle of deflection, of a
yeah,
refraction.
it kind
So
of reminds me of Eric Dollard. He made a statement once, and I thought it was kind of interesting, actually, a pretty bold statement to make. He says, "Physicists are electrical engineers' worst nightmare."
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I believe it too. I really do.
uh,
Because look at what they say, theoretical physics. Everything's based on theory. Like there's a lot of guys that, oh, I saw another great video kind of to prove my point. Richard Feynman, he was getting interviewed by this guy. This interview must have been done at least 10 years ago. It looked like an old video. And the guy asked him a straight up question. He goes, "How does a magnet work?" Well, Richard Feynman danced around this frigging question, I shit you not, for about 20 minutes.
Uh-huh.
At the end of his bullshit, he couldn't answer the question because the guy asked him again, "So, how does a magnet work?" And he goes, "We don't know." Well, why didn't you say that in the first place if you didn't know? And meanwhile, he goes off on this little tangent that really had nothing to do with what he was talking about. Total bullshit. Bullshit to the
it's
highest order. I'm
pretty,
laughing.
yeah,
I'm laughing
it's
my head
pretty,
off.
it's pretty easy. That's what I'm proving with my experiment. That's what led me to that boy Bushman experiment. Is that uh, I'm making my point that a magnet and gravity and all that. It's just based on exchange of energy. They have something in common. It's called energy. A magnet has energy. Gravity has energy. And that's what the energy gradient is a force. That's what it is. So it's very
Yeah,
simple.
yeah. And
You
when
know.
when what happens in front of a magnet, which Richard Feynman couldn't answer, is the collapse of the dielectric field around the magnet. The magnet doesn't create the pulling force; it's the dielectric collapse. What a freaking moron! Like he couldn't answer that.
Yeah, that's because they
That's
don't do
that's
experiments. They don't.
right. Like if you,
They live in their little uh,
yeah,
tower, like P, P,
like
like
if you
piezo tower. That oh, I got my PhD, blah blah blah.
If you want to know how a magnet works properly, I recommend to everybody, and I don't usually recommend too many people when it comes to stuff like this, but Ken Wheeler. If you want to know how a magnet works and how it
Yeah.
does it, watch Ken Wheeler. He has a ferrofluid system that he shows you what happens with the fields and the lines of force of the magnet that create the pull. It's not the magnet itself, it's the dielectric convergence on the zero null zone in front of the magnet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it. And he proves it right with the ferrofluid experiment. And
yeah,
then
Yeah.
when you put two magnets with a in a pull configuration, so one magnet's positive north and the other one's south, and when you bring them close together, you get the two null zones coming off the front of each magnet. But what happens when you get close enough, the third one opens up in between the two. That's where the pull of the two separate magnets happens. It's not actually done by
That's
the magnet. It's by the dielectric collapse
yeah,
convergence.
exactly.
there's two magnets,
It's
two norths. So the space. Okay, so the space in between. What does it do?
Okay, so what happens is the ether, because of the lines of force of the magnet,
Mm.
cause a convergent collapse of the ether in between the two magnets.
Hmm.
So what's pulling those magnets together is like a miniature. Best way I could describe it is a miniature black hole. That's what's pulling the magnets together. It's not the lines of force of the
and what you
magnet.
what you what you call ether is what I call energy. energy potential, differential, you know, that's what it is. Same thing, or energy gradient. So same
Yeah,
thing.
like Ken Wheeler actually says it's an acceleration of the dielectric collapse of the ether.
Yeah, but
That's what the pull is.
the acceleration, the force is an acceleration. It's all the same thing. So we're
That's right.
just using different words, you know,
Yeah,
but we're
yeah,
talking about the same
exactly.
thing.
Yeah. So everybody, if you do yourself a favor, just go on Ken Wheeler's page and look for his experiments, how a magnet looks under the ferrofluid uh, viewer, and he'll show you those null zones that are created, and he explains it. He's a little hard to understand in the beginning, but if you watch a lot of his stuff, you start to learn his terminology and you understand it. That's why when he showed that experiment, I've been watching him for like 5, 6 years now, and finally I'm starting to understand his lingo, his language. Now when he shows the experiment, I'm like, holy crap, yeah, that's it.
Five,
That makes
6 years it took.
Yeah, but I mean,
it, yeah, but
5, 6 years ago, he was talking about cool stuff, but these days he's just
I'm messing with
translating.
you, Mike.
sometimes it takes a while. Like it could be sitting right in front of your nose, and you don't see it for like 5 years. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
Yeah,
then all of a sudden one day something clicks in your head, and you go, "Aha!"
yeah.
Right?
it's going on right now, brother. It's going on right now.
Yeah.
People don't.
Can you share
People
my screen?
mistake. They mistake the magnetism, and they give it all the credit. What they don't understand is you're in a system that fluctuates between certain things, and each one gets amplified to create the different effect. So you're dealing with radiation more than you think you are in an Earth's field. In
Mm,
a magnet's, you're not. It's an amplification of a part of a DC system that created the magnet. It is what you're doing because you're
yeah.
locking in a certain frequency. You're locking a voltage and an amperage into a magnet. Is all you're doing,
Yeah.
and then
Into a confined space. Yeah.
right. But you also got to
You got.
remember, as soon as you spin it, you're also pulling out the radiation value of it because in
Mm,
order to get it to flex out like that, it's got to push radiation. And
right.
that also tells
So
you what's going on around you, that you have cold radiation going on around you and you're pulling hot radiation because you're putting a hot field as soon as you turn the magnet. And a lot of people don't see that. And because they don't see that, they don't understand to put it into the equation in order to make it equal to work in the environment. So when they walk outside, they have no fucking clue how to get it to interact. That's
yeah.
the problem.
Now another good example of that. Years ago, John Serjanka made this magnet, DC magnet, that could lift gold.
Yeah,
That can
I've seen
actually.
it.
And I watched the video. Actually, believe it or not, I watched it last night. The whole interview with John Bedini and also John Serjanka's younger brother talking about the device. And they said the frequency range that this thing was working at, they didn't quite understand it. But if you stood too close to this thing for, say, like 4 or 5 minutes, he says you'll start feeling sick.
Well, not only that, they
So
put gold in with the magnetism when they created
mhm,
it. They had like a gold plate in there so that it would match.
it would
That's
match the frequency. Yeah.
yes.
So it was, he said the core was several layers.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't actually get into what was actually in it because he knew that if you use this thing for too long, he said one time he used it, he was sick for about a week after he used it. So there's obviously some frequency or some kind of field that was there that doesn't go good with the human body. So this
Oh,
goes back to the safety again. Is it producing radiation? If it is, you got to be extremely careful with this device.
well,
And
yeah,
that's
it
probably
works the
part of.
same way with silver, by the way.
Mm, yeah. So
Yeah, I watch it. They have a couple good videos on it, on how to create these things, and it requires some of the element to be in there with it.
yeah, because you're trying to match frequency, and if you've got coil wrapped around it, and technically it would be creating like an eddy current. And I'm wondering if the eddy current has anything to do with the actual ability to pull the same element up, because it's like almost like you're coupling, right? You're
Yeah,
coupling two fields.
well, you're
One
trying to.
is
It's kind of like a static cling to it, but a more advanced one. Yeah. So you're putting charged plates on each side is what you're doing. You have this plate that's already charged. You're putting in a field in the ground. So what it does, it charges the gold in the ground to it. So it creates a charge
Yeah,
state that
so
goes up right up.
he gave a few parameters of it. He said he was using 70 volts DC into it. So that I do know. I know the core is multi-layered. So
Okay,
I
so
my
check
guess was, oh, go ahead.
So I'll just give you a little secret. So in every coil that you have, you can do this. I think it's 7.83 hertz. It's right around 7 to 8 volts, and it'll start to manipulate the magnet inside of every coil. So one day I decided, okay, I'm going to take this little frequency generator. I'm going to take a trigger switch and I'm going to put it in here, right? And I'm going to put it into this coil. So I put it in my rodent coil, I put it in my geometry coil, I put it into a number 1 of a Tesla coil, I put it into a number 2 of a Tesla coil. I wound just any kind of coil around it, did the same thing. It all spun the magnet. Every last one of them. It's the frequency and the voltage that interact in the field there. But it also has to do with the materials being used. Because it's a
Right,
magnet and because it's copper, they have a certain relationship. But when you get to gold, it has another relationship with magnetism. You know what I mean?
right.
And a little bit different frequency, but it works. I have a video on it, and I just went through every last one of them. I even got stupid with it. I said, okay, I'm just going to take my bifilar coil. I'm going to set it down. I'm going to cut out my potato, and I'm going to put a little bit of soap in the potato and put the round magnet right inside of it, and it spun like an eyeball all day. It
Huh.
literally did not care what was in the in between it, as
It
long as
was
it
able
had
to
those
couple.
parameters. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, that's very cool. Now, like Walter Russell, he has his chart of all the elements. If you go down the chart, I don't have it in front of me because I'm using my cell phone tonight. Um, if you look at that chart, you look at what the frequency of what gold is, and then you match it in a coil. Technically, if you can able to couple the magnetic field at that frequency of what gold is rated at, according to Russell's chart, you should be able to move it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I
Yeah.
think,
You're tying them in together because they'll start to resonate together.
yeah,
So they're gonna interlock together. It's an entanglement.
I'm surprised that regular mainstream science has never taken a look at Walter Russell's work, or it's just too fringe for them to friggin' even look at it.
They don't understand resonance. They don't get. They just call it fancy vibration. They don't understand what it is. Like
Mm,
I could tell a lot of people that they tell me that their coil resonates, and I go, okay, well, can you turn on another coil next to it with the same frequency in it? No, well then it's not resonating. Or
right.
like I don't understand how you do that. How you turn on one here and it just lights up something over here, with it being way out of the zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're not understanding the understanding of resonance and what it actually does. So
Yeah.
we were doing a RAV, and I can make a resonance coil turn on the RAV or amplify the RAV anytime I want based on that itself. So
Mhm.
there's a whole thing to it that people are just not getting.
Well, it's like even like making two Tesla coils. If you take two number two coils of the Tesla coil and you do exactly the same amount of winds on both of them, okay? Or you can do another one that's half wavelength. Like this is like stuff that people should look into is actually uh, the science of making antennas. And I've read up quite a bit on antenna design and how they do it and how to make antennas couple with each other.
Hmm.
And this all stems into coils too.
Yeah.
So, it has to do with length, how many turns, like a quarter wavelength or a half wavelength or a full wavelength. So you could do it like that. But when you totally mismatch numbers and windings between two coils, good luck trying to get them to resonate,
No, they
right?
won't. Well, it's
They
like the
won't do it.
string experiment. You take the string and you spin it, right? And you get
Mm.
one. But then you move it in a little bit, you get two. Then you can move it in, you get three. You know what I mean? And keep doing it. It's all resonance. It's how it
Yeah.
pulls out in the sine wave. So there's a mathematical formula that you could do it, or you could just understand how like harmonics works inside of it. If you understand harmonics, then it's fairly easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I do testicles all the time, man. Trip people out. You know, get them go across the room. Doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
that frequency, but one has to be in resonance because
Yeah.
what happens is even if you wind them the exact same, you're going to bring down the frequency of the driving coil because it has to couple with the number one. So
Right.
it's coupling with the number one, so it drives down the actual frequency. So that frequency has to be matched to the coil, not the same as the two coils.
Right. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
you can get work. Then you can go half, quarter wave, whatever you want. I got like ones that are this size, and this size, and then the full size, and they all work. You know what I mean? To turn them on because it
Yeah.
does exactly that.
Yeah. It
But
could
that
be
was,
just like to tune this stuff like what Don Smith back in the day used to do to get the second coil to resonate because like you were saying before, because of what the number one coil does to the second coil, basically detunes that coil. What he used to do is there's a chart I believe the electrical engineers have for resonant frequency versus resisting coil resistors, and
mhm.
you would have to find the right resistor to match your resonant frequency of the L2 from the first coil to basically retune your second coil so it matches. So there's different methods of doing it, but
Well, yeah, you could just do it mathematically the right way in the beginning,
yeah,
but you're going to be putting off a lot of radiation on that. I don't know how far you got with it, but it puts off a massive amount of radiation. His
yeah.
coil, yeah,
Oh yeah, and that's why I got away from it because I knew that was what was causing Don Smith to have all these friggin' strokes.
yeah,
Like the amount of voltage this guy was playing with. Oh my god! Like he made some systems that were 40 megawatts.
oh yeah,
Like, and can you imagine the amount of radiation coming off that damn thing? Oh my god!
oh yeah,
He was
yeah,
frying himself.
yeah. No, he really was. I mean, I learned that right away, man. You start to notice when you get all this stuff in the high voltage and stuff, you have, let's just say, physical abnormalities show up that shouldn't be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It's like changing your DNA.
Yeah, well, I don't know if
Like,
it goes that far,
yeah,
but like, if you got a busted bone or something, you're gonna be growing extra bone, man. It's like way worse than just normal healing. So,
yeah. Transmutation of the body. Yeah,
they grow you a tail.
yeah,
You're a lizard
yeah.
people now.
I grow a tail. Yeah, I got an eye in the back of my head.
If you
That's
get it in the
hilarious.
front, you'll probably make a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got good peripheral vision if I have an eye in the back of my head. Good early warning system. Yeah,
You got a couple
yeah. It's
barrettes holding
like
holding the
after
hair open. Oh, that's incredible.
but it made total sense why he got sick. I'm just like, if he's made using spark gaps and he's using these high frequency oscillating coils and the amount of radiation coming off this stuff, and he's playing with like several hundred kilowatts of power, and like, man, I don't care anybody is that much exposure. Yeah, you're gonna get some long term health effects from that. So like, yeah, he was working with flat out. He was working with a lot of juice in some of these devices he made.
Yeah, he pulled off a neon sign transformer. I
Oh
got
yeah,
one
yeah, I
here.
got one.
Yeah,
I have one too. Yeah,
those things aren't very nice. They put off
no,
some
they do a lot
voltage.
of humming.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones you don't freaking mess around with. They'll kill you. Yeah, they will. They'll kill you. Yeah, that's why I was using the small little square ones. These ones here didn't even have a center tap on. They weren't even like the ones in the old TVs, the flyback transformers.
Mm-hmm.
Even those ones there will kill you. But I have 11 kVA. It doesn't even have a center tap on it. It was like it's used for like those electrostatic air cleaners.
Mm,
And
nice.
I got zapped by one of those suckers, and let me tell you, they freaking hurt. They do hurt.
I
The one I
got
had
hit.
was 11. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I got hit with a 10-stage voltage multiplier on an AC
Ooh.
flyback. Yeah, with a spark that goes this far, looks like lightning, and I
Oh,
boom. Yeah,
that did you
that was a
get burned?
rethink your life moment. That was sit in the center of the
Yeah.
room, Indian style, rethink your life because
Did
you
you
just
get a
made a
little bit
huge
charred?
mistake. Yeah.
Did you get a little char?
No, man, I got a wake up call though. I was like out of it for a day. I just
Really?
turned everything off and left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reevaluate your life.
Yeah.
What am I doing with my life? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Like it
Yeah,
wasn't
pretty
worth it,
rough.
man. I got 100 views on the video. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. People like watching people suffer. Jeez.
Oh, that electro boom made a whole channel out of
Or,
it.
oh god, the best one I ever saw him do was probably one of his very first videos. Is when he made an electric guitar. He set up the guitar with 4 steel strings, and then he attached an AC outlet right to the strings.
Oh my god.
So when he went to strum, the guitar, he's just like, oh god, oh my
My
god,
favorite
it
was
is hilarious.
his heated seat where he took the inside of a
Yeah,
toaster
that was
rack
great too.
and he started
Oh,
his butt on fire. That was hilarious.
what a jackass! Oh my god, he for like he does. He's electrical engineer, right? But just he made his channel based on basically frying himself, and yeah, it worked for him. He's got tons of subscribers and views and all that kind of stuff. People like seeing people get hurt,
Oh yeah, I
like
noticed.
those videos, like those videos of that guy that was deliberately getting hit in the nachos.
Oh, oh my
Oh
god, that
god, that
tire
guy is
got me. I had to stop
crazy.
watching after that. Dude, that tire from a second story coming down right there on his manhood. Yeah.
It's 3-2,
Oh, that
man.
was. Oh, they were freaking hilarious. I laughed so hard.
Oh my god. The guy was
3-2.
totally redneck, missing teeth, and then wham, right in the
What
boys.
was that, Phil?
3-2 for, you just scored
Oh
at 1
shit!
point.
What inning is it in?
6.
6. Ooh, it's getting close.
Uh,
Oh.
do you mind sharing my screen?
Yep. See if I can do this.
Is it on?
I'm trying to see how to do it. I'm on my phone. Um, okay. Oh yeah, you're showing the baseball game, man. I can't do that.
No, I just want to show that other stuff. Now,
Yeah. Yeah,
this
you
is
got the
this
base.
is the. Can you see the equation?
Okay, hold on. As long as you don't show the baseball game, I'm happy because I don't
Yeah.
want to get sued. Yeah. Okay.
So this is the maximum force that you can ever have at the center of a black hole or whatever you want. This is the ultimate maximum force that that you can ever experience. So that's why I'm saying there's no there cannot be any singularity and stuff like that, and wormholes and parallel universe and all that nonsense, because there's a maximum force, and I'm not going to show the derivation because it leads to antimatter genesis and all that these trade secrets I cannot share. So that's the first thing I want to talk. And second thing I want to talk about is Zitterberg-Wigong actually came out with the explanation of the gravitational constant G to be equal to c squared times radius of the universe divided by the mass of the universe. And that's what Unzicur said this week. And actually, I calculated exactly the same thing 10 years ago. Here you can see G equals c squared divided by lambda G, where lambda G is the mass of the universe divided by the radius of the universe, which is going to give the exact same equation. It's exactly the same thing as what Zitterberg-Wigong figured out. So it's exactly the same thing. We have completely different theories, and we get exactly the same conclusions. So I'm just saying that it's pretty amazing, that to come out with completely different theories and completely different maths and end up with exactly the same equation, the same formula. So it's
So does that take into account gas or plasma as mass?
no, it's just the mass of the universe. So that accounts for all the plasma, all the energy that is within the universe. Mass is energy, so that accounts for everything. Yeah, indeed. Sorry, I said no, but it's yes. So um, Simple Man is pissed off again because I showed some math, but
Well,
but uh, but it's
it's
pretty
like a.
amazing,
Well, I asked the
His head is
question.
gonna blow, I guess.
I don't care. I asked the question because when you get to Jupiter and Saturn, you realize that there's no like mass as we normally think of it. It's all in plasma and gas, and
Yeah,
they have a higher uh, amount of gravitational pull to them. And normally, physics doesn't account for any kind of gas in there as mass. You know what I mean? They see it
yeah,
as something separate, so it screws up their equation all the time.
yeah. But yeah, it accounts for all that. But I'm just talking about the mass of the visible universe here because the invisible universe is much bigger, a lot bigger. Well, I think we live in a bubble multiverse where what we see is just like one universe out of a stack of a lot of universes. So I think the real universe is a lot bigger than what we see.
Not
So
multi-dimension, but just different
yeah, in the
universes
same
everywhere.
dimension, but just bigger.
They say that our Earth is in an area in space where there's not a lot of stars, not a lot of mass. Like we're like in a void. In space. Imagine if Earth was in one of the different areas where there's so much stars that it would look like day. You know, like
Yeah,
our
yeah,
stars are
no,
are
yeah,
very
because
scattered.
right now there's not enough stars, but if there would be more stars, then the sky should be white.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
if you could like just imagine how like the pictures that they take of other regions in the universe, and our nighttime would be, we would see like the whole sky would be, you know, specked with stars, not just sporadic. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
I 100% agree with you. I thought about that before.
yeah,
So you're trying to say there
Um,
should be double the stars than
not
what we see?
not double, like more like 100 times more, or you know, even more. Like when the Earth rotates, the other side should be just like dots everywhere, like that are stars. Not like how we're like, oh, okay, that's this constellation, and you know, like should be like like a Picasso, you know, like just dotted. So like nighttime would really would be light. Still, we would see. You know. So yeah,
yeah,
we do have our unique that we don't, you know, we don't have a lot of gravitational pull from anything or, you know, extra. We're like in a bubble, really, like
yeah,
all
exactly.
almost all on our own compared to other, you know, parts of the universe.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So, um,
Hmm.
there's still an age. You know, the universe has an age because with the sky is dark. If we had an infinite age, then the sky would be white because we would be able to see other universes because of the time dilation thing. But now, because the sky is black, that means the universe has an age. But still, the universe is bigger than what we see by a lot. I calculated the number of universes at some point, but forgot what it is. It's like 100 times. I think there's a hundred visible universes. The mass of the real universe is 100 times the mass of the visible universe that we see. So, yeah, that I remember. I just recall. That's what I figured initially, and I get
So
the same conclusion as Gang or something. So, yeah, it's pretty amazing.
so hold on. When you say a bubble, are you saying that we're way far out of the galaxy that we're supposed to be in? Like I saw somebody's thumbnail that basically had a little bubble and everything else was way gone around it. Is that what you're saying? Or
Yeah,
you?
we have our visible universe in a bubble, but there are 100 times that bubble in the real universe. There's 100 times the mass of our universe in the real universe. So that's what I
it's
estimated.
it's like a cavitation in space. We sit in a cavity, like an empty cavity, according to everything else around us. If I could draw it, I might be able to.
Well, I'm just wondering if it's like that thumbnail I saw because that. You know what I mean?
It, I mean, you know, you probably have seen something accurate because remember, it's a perspective on how you view it. Because if you view it from different angles, you read, you know, the image changes. You know, like so, whatever you might have seen is also right. You know what I mean? It's not inaccurate. It's just a different way of viewing it. That's all.
Oh, they showed it as the solar system is here in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big horseshoe of stuff missing, and
Mm-hmm.
then there's stars everywhere around on the outside of that horseshoe.
Okay. Yeah.
But
But
that
if you,
was
yeah,
com-
it's probably right. I mean, you know, it's 'cause
that wouldn't be right at all.
no, see, if you're looking at it from this way, it could be right. But if you're looking at it from the side, it becomes a different image. It's just how what is the angle of perspective on the image that you're seeing, you know?
Yeah, I don't think it was right. Regardless of perspective, they they were trying to say that there was way too much mass outside of our little zone. They keep trying to say we're in a black hole. You know what I mean? They have all these fancy ideas. It doesn't make a damn bit of sense.
It looks like it actually looks like more like an eye, like an eye shape.
Yeah, it was opened up everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't agree with it. So you guys can.
It's 4-2. Woo! 4-2. You
Oh, you guys
muted,
went up
Mike.
again.
Yeah. Yeah. 4-2. Right on. Yeah, baby. Bring it home. Bring it home.
But again, all the players are Americans anyways, except Guerrero, the favorite player.
That and Cubans too. We got a lot of
Yeah.
Cubans. Oh, yeah. It's anybody's game, man. They went to game 7. I'm like, wow, what a series. What a friggin' series.
It's pretty much historic. Remember
Yeah,
that
I
game
think in a lot of ways.
you remember the game that has 18 innings earlier?
Oh
this
God,
week?
that was what? That was Tuesday night's game. No, Wednesday
Yeah,
night's game.
that was
It
freaking
was
crazy.
basically 2 games in one. They went 18 friggin' innings. And the
Yeah,
Jays lost 6-5. Man, what a! You figured the Jays wouldn't come back after that, and then they won the next 2 games. So, like,
yeah,
you know, when you think it's
yeah,
all over, then they come back and win 2 games straight. You
yeah,
know, like,
exactly.
holy man, talk about friggin' odds, right?
Yeah, and the Simpson predicted that the Jays would win tonight.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they predict a lot of cool stuff, but that one is kind of pretty unlikely. But they did. You can Google it.
Well, the Simpsons predicted Donald Trump was going to be the president.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
like
and that show was done like how many years earlier? Like, come on. Like,
are the Simpsons like aliens? I mean the script writers are they
No,
aliens or what?
dude. I think it's like a combination of like extreme, like, okay, these players, right? They're monitored in every possible way. From, because there's a lot of money riding on these people. From the, like, even if they eat a cookie, the amount of calories that they take gets integrated into their whole equation. And so there are predictive tools that could predict, who's going to win or who's going to, just by monitoring somebody's life, knowing
Are you
exactly what
serious?
they're, huh?
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I'm
Like
saying The Simpsons is, they take that data, and an AI does this. So, like, whatever predictive tool that they use, they scale it into information as a cartoon. But there is
yeah,
science
but
behind
they
it.
had no AI back in the 90s.
And remember how much money has The Simpsons, made? They could afford, that
how
kind of
many
high tech.
years? I think Simpsons got the record for the longest series ever.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What, they've been
more
on
than
the
the
air for what,
Flintstones.
20
Remember the
years?
Flintstones? They lasted
Yeah,
for a
well,
long
they beat.
time.
Yeah, but Simpsons has beat the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about SpongeBob?
Yeah, they've
Me
beaten
too.
everybody.
All right.
Remember Gazoo from the Flintstones? Gazoo, the
Oh,
the
looks
the,
like
the
the Jays
alien.
are doing good again. Check the game there, Philip. Something happened.
So remember Gazoo, the alien in the Simpsons, the
Mm.
Flintstones.
Yeah, don't show it, Lulu.
Oh, I can't. Okay, sorry.
No, no, no. That's copyright. Can't do that.
But it's in my
Yeah.
house.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
No,
matter.
No, not even
no,
for a second.
Not
no,
even for a
no,
second.
no, no,
Not
no,
even
no,
a
no, no, no,
screenshot.
no, no. Can't do that. No, sorry. Don't do that to me.
Sorry, YouTube. I didn't know.
Did you show your screen or?
I did. I showed my TV screen. I did. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Hopefully, I don't
Mike's
get
going to be
flagged.
editing now. He's going to be like,
Oh
I'm
God.
They're
cut
gonna
this
find an
shit out.
excuse to ban your show
I
now
didn't
because
know. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't
they're
know.
gonna find an excuse to ban your show because we're too much of a
Yeah.
threat.
Yeah, it's getting loud downstairs, so it must be good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see
Yeah.
the score change yet, so
the
Well, it's
money.
getting
Where's my money, man? Where's my money?
yeah. Where's my money? Basketball, they still have the highest paid. They're the highest paid athletes in the world.
Aren't
Like
they baseball
they
players?
signed one guy last year for what? No, basketball. Some guy last
Yeah.
year got signed what $500 million for like the next 5 or 10 year contract or something. Forget who
So
it
they make
was.
more than baseball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, baseball, they make good money too. Don't kid yourself. But basketball, those guys make ridiculous amount of money.
Mm.
Ridiculous.
Well, they're a bunch of
But
cranky bitches. You think they would act better?
well, the other thing too is know how much they get taxed. Oh man, they get their
No, no,
401k
no.
must be a killer.
Yeah, okay, but they have a way out. I've done the research on this. All basketball players, all like athletes, the amount of tax, they get to choose what they want to do with it. So if they decide they want to build a community park like behind their house and use the tax dollars instead of giving it to the IRS, they okay it. They have the choice of how they want to like spend their
Like
tax
a tax
dollars.
credit, like a
Yeah.
tax credit. Yeah,
Yeah, but
Well, it depends.
as long
It
as
depends
they
on the
do
player.
okay, so there's a basketball like the Rockets here, and one time almost went into business with a company to they wanted to build a health facility like a gym and this and that and use it for like part of like their tax write off, and they were able to do that. Which I thought was like crazy because they could benefit themselves from it. Yeah, they don't own it because it's a nonprofit, it's
yeah,
considered as a nonprofit, but they get to enjoy it using the tax dollars instead of handing it to the government. They get to decide how they want to spend it. So they have
yeah,
like, don't worry about them. They pay a lot of money, but they get to go back and reuse it somehow or enjoy it. you
yeah.
know no.
That's interesting. Check it out. Juan Soto in baseball from Dominican Republic gets paid gets paid 114 millions. He's the seventh most richest athlete. And then there's the ninth position is Otani from from Japan that plays for the Dodgers tonight. He
Yeah.
gets paid 102 million,
Wow.
$102.5 million
Unreal.
per year, I guess, something like that. But that's baseball. But yeah, I agree. Basketball. Stephen Curry is
Oh
getting
yeah.
$156 million of second place. But the first one is a soccer player from Portugal. He's the richest
Yeah.
athlete apparently. So there's a lot of money in soccer too. But I don't see any hockey players anywhere.
Yeah. 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 Nowhere close. But a lot of
Yeah,
these guys make money after they're finished their careers, like say, endorsements and
Oh yeah.
sponsorships and all that kind of stuff. So there is money to be made after they're finished. In their
yeah.
baseball or
Like
whatever.
Tom Brady, he makes more money by commenting than playing. You know.
Like, look how much they paid Tiger Woods for the Nike. What was it?
Yeah,
$80 million just to wear Nike stuff. Like,
yeah.
What
yeah,
about the
Hey,
video games
that was
where
well
they
spent.
yeah.
they
Video games,
where they avatar
T-shirts,
them?
yeah. Any commercials and stuff like that. Like even like Justin Bieber, he did a huge sponsorship with Tim Hortons Canada, and he was making millions off that just to have his name on the. He had the Bieber Timbits or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Bieber bites or whatever they called them. I forget what
I
they
don't
called
think
them.
it's getting any better, man.
No, I know. But he made
Bieber in
money off it.
French. Bieber in French, I mean, it sounds like a biberon, like a biberon, like a baby that the milk that drinks a baby. How do you call
Oh
that
yeah,
in
yeah,
English?
yeah, yeah. With a baby bottle
Yeah, the baby
Baby,
or with a
bottle.
pacifier or whatever.
is it called? Is it the baby alive toy? I think it's called The Baby Alive.
Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you're
Liz,
probably talking about a pacifier. Yeah.
I probably have every possible toy that you could imagine. You know,
A baby
I had
bottle,
4
yeah,
kids,
that's what it
so
is.
It's just those little rubber things that the kids suck on when they're teething.
Yeah,
pacifier.
exactly.
Yeah, that's a beaver.
Yeah, in French,
That's not a-
beaver, it sounds like a biberon, like a baby bottle.
Oh no, pacifiers. No. What else?
I'm gonna tell that to my wife. My granddaughter's sucking on a beaver over there.
Yeah, I'm sucking. Oh my god.
That's not
That's
gonna go over
hilarious.
very well.
Yeah, let's suck on a beaver.
It's like
Imagine they
when I
change.
was when I was living in San Diego, there was a car dealership. The name was Cush Acura, but Cush in French it means diaper, you know.
My diaper car.
So told that to my friends. It's like diaper Acura, you know. That's what it means. Then the week after, the guy just took out Kush from his he renamed his business for just Acura other than Kush Acura.
Hmm.
That was pretty funny. He was embarrassed, you know.
And Bernie says, "I'll suck on my bald beaver." Oh boy.
Where is Bernie?
I don't know, Bernie. Are you sick or something? You said you were dying earlier.
I thought he was supposed to go to Nathan's.
He's supposed to,
I
but I think he
don't
got
know.
he got
Well, when you're
the,
sick, I'm gonna tell you my secret right now. I think I said it quickly before, but you know I'm not vaccinated and I had the COVID and apparently I'm not dead. All you have to do is take an immune system booster.
I
As
don't
soon
think
as
we're
you
allowed
get
to
it,
tell that stuff. I still don't think
what
we're allowed to say that stuff.
was that?
It's medical information. I don't think we're allowed to
Oh
say that stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah,
get in trouble.
yeah, exactly.
that's really messed up, man. It's like, well, why can't you talk about that? There's too much money involved, I guess.
Bernie says he's
Yeah,
recovering.
we think we have free speech until you want to talk about that on YouTube, and you find out
Yeah.
you don't.
Yeah. So it's like, why chance it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so much used to be indoctrinated that it's kind of a standard, you know. It's like a kind of normal thing to be indoctrinated. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Every time I see a Canada rally, man, they're all marching to the same beat in the same dress with the same rainbow flag.
Same
They
rainbow
got
flag.
Justin in you know what I mean? They got your prime minister in the front with his little twirly baton. You know what I mean? Got Trudeau out there.
Don't get me on Trudeau. I'll go on a
Uh,
tangent on him.
he was wearing
Oh my
blackface.
god. Yeah.
No, he's with. Did you know he's a lesbian? Actually, he's with Katy Perry. So
Yeah, what's with him and Katy Perry? I thought she had better taste than that.
Oh my God! Can you imagine the conversation in that room? Oh
Oh,
God!
do you like my lipstick today, Kate? What do you think about my hair today? You know.
Oh,
yeah,
it's so terrible.
Come meet my father, Fidel Castro. Yeah. Or come to Cuba with me. We'll meet my uncle Castro.
Oh my
Raul.
God!
His name is Raul. Oh
Oh
god.
Oh
man!
man.
That wouldn't surprise me in the least if he actually was his father was Fidel Castro, because apparently Trudeau's mother, she was a bit of a floozy, eh? She was let's just say
She was a
she
whore
liked
or something like that.
Oh, yeah, just like Trudeau's ex-wife, she's been flaunting around some French prince guy in France or something.
Sophie Trudeau, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she just used Trudeau to become famous, and when you become famous, you can release a book that says, "Oh,
She already,
whatever you feel
honestly,
about it."
Trudeau's ex isn't stupid. She probably already knew he was a douche to begin with. So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, she probably used them to become famous, and then
yeah,
just dump
get
his
into
ass.
that.
Yeah.
Did she meet him when he was famous, or did she meet him before he was famous? Say,
Well, he
Before, but
always was. He was always famous because of his father. Pierre Elliott was our
okay.
prime minister back in the '70s, right?
Mm.
yeah,
Mm.
So he was born into riches, right, and
so
status, right?
he knew exactly what to do to win an election and so on.
Yeah, and just like the Ford brothers here in Toronto, you had Rob and Doug. Their father was, one of the counselors at City Hall. So before those guys even graduated high school, they already had a foot in the door at City Hall,
Yeah,
right?
and it's like George W. Bush, the son of
Oh yeah,
George
George
Bush.
Bush, yeah.
Same thing. He knew exactly what to do to win.
Mm-hmm.
It's
The
pretty easy.
internets. The internets.
Yeah.
George Bush. Oh, he was awesome. He
Remember,
was like the
remember when he said he was confused at some point. He said, "Fool me once, uh, fool me once." There's a saying in Texas about that.
yeah.
Fool me once, I'm stupid. Fool me twice. No, fool me once, um, you stupid, and fool me twice, I'm stupid. Something like that. But he got confused. He got confused. Remember that video clip? That was pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh,
They
there's
they
a
used to
few of
call
them.
they used to call them the Bushisms.
The Bushisms.
Yeah. Every time he made it,
like
yeah.
for a while there, he was making all the content for SNL. Like
Oh yeah.
all the content was coming from George Bush, and then you got Trump, and then he was making like all the content for SNL. Like he was like the chief writer for SNL
Okay.
for like months.
Oh man, we lucked
Saturday Night
It's
out
Live.
hilarious how they play off the.
we lucked out with a couple hanging chads for Gore, man. That guy was just a absolute nightmare.
Who, Al Gore?
Yeah. Mr.
Yeah, yeah,
Climate Change. Oh my God,
yeah,
dude.
Mr. Climate Idiot. Yeah,
Yeah. We
Mr.
lucked
Climate
out.
Fraud.
We always got to
Oh,
thank
Bill Gates.
Florida.
Yeah, Bill Gates said that climate change is a hoax. By the way, even Bill Gates said
What?
it.
Bill Gates said that?
Yeah, he said it because he said that climate change is not the problem. You should take vaccines to.
Yeah, and kill people off you.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he's
that's a
he's
good
killing
solution.
he's killing off the climate change agenda to promote his vaccines. Something like
Yeah,
that. It's really
that
creepy,
guy's a
man.
he's a goblin, man. He is just a sheer goblin.
He's the
Like
creepiest one.
like with him, he's like Halloween all year round. Like he's like a freaking goblin.
Which one?
Oh, Bill Gates.
Oh, dude, that guy. Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, he's a freaking goblin.
He killed Carell Linux when I was working there, and and the the antitrust law didn't really exist back then, so there was a lot of abuse in the IT industry back in the 2000 late 90s 2000. But we were doing great. We were going to take over the industry, and Microsoft just invested into Corel, so they get rid of
yeah,
Linux. And
yeah,
Michael Copeland just screwed his own company. It's like, what is that? What type of another freaking big baby that just wants money and kill his own company for a couple of millions.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, look what happened with that guy McAfee.
Yeah,
That's another crazy story.
yeah.
The
But
Isn't
firewall. This is
yeah,
isn't
McAfee
he?
or
the
the
firewall. Yeah,
okay.
McAfee.
Yeah.
Yeah, security. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost that's a really weird story. Really weird story.
Isn't he in Central America or something like that right now?
No, he's dead. He died.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he died under weird circumstances. Remember David Carradine?
Mm-hmm.
No, who's
Remember
that?
he was the guy who played, the Kung Fu guy. Remember the Kung Fu series that was
Yeah.
filmed out of Toronto? Yeah, David Carradine, his son, played in Revenge of the Nerds, and he was the father. He played that
Yeah,
samurai warrior guy. But anyways, he died under weird friggin' circumstances. They found him dead in a hotel room in Thailand, upside down, tied and strangled. And they said it was a suicide. Okay, what?
What?
How can you hang yourself upside down, strangle yourself, and have your arms behind your back? And they said it was suicide?
yeah.
No.
That's stupid.
He was murdered by somebody.
It's like Kurt Cobain. I
Yeah,
saw the
same
news
with that.
2 weeks
Same with
ago. Kurt
yeah,
Cobain,
he was murdered.
he got there are witnesses to prove it. He got beaten up.
Yeah,
He got beaten up and killed. And they just the police they just took half a day to say they didn't really investigate. It just looked like a suicide. They said, oh,
yeah, it
he
was a
killed
cover up.
himself.
There
Yeah,
was a big cover up there. I personally think Kurt Cobain was murdered.
yeah, he got beaten up, and there are witnesses to prove it.
Yeah,
And they just won't. But you can watch the redacted. I watched the redacted. They talk about cool
yeah,
stuff like that, underground stuff, and pretty much
yeah,
everything. But there's somebody they got witnesses. They got beaten up either because for money issues or jealous people. They don't know. They don't say why, but they just
yeah,
say that he got beaten up and killed.
yeah. Maybe he knew what was going on in Hollywood, and he pissed off the wrong guy, and that's why they offed him.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing with John Lennon too. Like I went to the
Yeah.
site where John Lennon was murdered when I was in New
Same
York. I
thing
went
with
to the
JFK.
and JFK. He wanted to shut down the banks and start printing U.S. greenbacks. The
Yeah.
last president that did that, what happened to him? Boom, right in the head.
Yeah.
You know, or poisoned or whatever.
It's the
Right?
same thing with Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, same thing. He was a good guy. He really was pushing the narrative for free speech, and then he started questioning stuff that Israel was doing, and then boom, another one.
Exactly. He didn't even get killed by the sniper. It's somebody from
No,
behind that shot him.
yeah, I think he was shot from behind as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they showed the one guy. It looked like he triggered something in his sleeve. It was standing right in front of him. I
Yeah.
wonder if the gun was set stationary somewhere hidden. Now they were also saying too, there could have been a bullet charge. Remember, he had that hanging microphone on his shirt.
Mm.
Well, if you see the footage after he gets shot, that microphone disappears. I'm wondering if there was a shot inside that microphone and somebody triggered it, like that guy that was standing in front of him, because he grabbed over to his shoulder and he had like a short sleeve shirt on, and he pressed something inside the top part of the cut off of the sleeve, and then next thing you know, you see the shot happen. The microphone disappears off his. It's one of those clip-on things, right?
Mm.
I'm wondering if there was a bullet charge inside that microphone that when that guy triggered it, it shot him and shot him through the neck because it's directly in that direction of his neck,
Yeah.
What about cell
right?
phones that are disguised as like, because people
That
are
too.
they have cameras. The
They've got
shutter
some
could
int.
go
They
in and out. Nobody would detect that.
Yeah, like they got some interesting, assassination weapons out there now. You know, inside of a pen, they could have a single shot inside of a pen, on the end of a cane. You know, inside a microphone. Like they can build these single shot devices and some pretty small devices that are just enough to kill you, right?
Mm.
No,
So,
don't get me wrong. Charlie Kirk, he was extremely smart and
oh god, yeah.
courageous and stuff like that, but he 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 still was missing the part where the strength of the deep state. Who he was messing with. So yeah, I
Well,
guess he missed that part.
you know what? I don't think Charlie Kirk knew who he was messing with,
Yeah, exactly,
because the second he started saying stuff about Israel, that's when he got let go, so to speak.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, any other topics? I mean, we're getting flagged like crazy,
Let's
probably
go
by
back to
YouTube by
Three Eye
now.
Atlas. Like, let's talk about Three Eye Atlas. I love
Okay,
it.
we'll end it with that. Let's do the Three Eye Atlas and call it a
Yeah.
night.
So I'll be like,
Lulu is go
it's
go ahead.
it's blue now. It's blue.
Now
Okay,
it's
it
blue.
changed. Now it's blue. So
Now, is it heading away from us now, or is it still coming towards us?
it's still coming towards us. It has not. It didn't follow the gravitational line, so it had to have some
Ah,
kind of internal propulsion that
oh boy.
skewed it off of the whatever that gravity line that was supposed to follow. So
All right, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Here we come. That
Yeah.
man,
was a
come
good
on,
movie, by the way.
like this is like too exciting. I just yeah, I want them to come. I want to see them. Like yeah, so
Personally, if I
Avi
was
Loeb is 100% convinced they are.
honestly, if I was an alien, I came here and I would go, these guys are a bunch of degenerates. Why the heck would I waste my time here? Really?
They fight
It's
over
like,
nothing.
these guys are savages. Like, these guys are nuts. Why would we want to get involved with these kooks?
Wow.
But
Yeah.
I wonder, because we invented money, and the money kind of controls us right now. But I wonder what else could you use to control a population? If money is not good, then
Yeah.
what how did the aliens work their way up to invent anti-gravity and faster than light propulsion?
Well, they would want to
Okay.
come and visit somebody intelligent, and I don't think we're that intelligent yet for them to be in any interest to them. I said, they're so far beyond us, you know, for them to really want to get involved with us. We're like, we barely know how to scratch our ass now, like in
Uh,
a cosmic sense.
Okay,
We're
money.
just
Sorry, go ahead.
barely able to get off this planet, like barely, you know. So we're not really that we're not even a type one civilization yet. You know what I mean?
Mm.
We haven't
Cards.
made it there yet.
Yeah, the Kardashev
Yeah, but
scale says we're still like in the, we're not even
We're
one.
not we're
We're
not
not
even
even
a
one.
one yet. So
what else than money can you use to motivate a citizen to work his way up?
well, they obviously those civilizations went beyond using a monetary system. Everybody had their specialty. Everybody did their time, and they're able to get the resources they want: shelter, food, energy if they need it. It's all available because every citizen does a little piece to make that system work. You
Yeah,
know, everybody is more. There's more equal, right? And
but
then
we
if you
should do
talk
that.
to,
Like we should do that. Like so, you measure the amount of calories that you burn during a day, and you kind of normalize you normalize the calories that all of us, the society, burns, so we all make a contribution equally. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
I think that's what we should do, so we
Well,
don't
I
we
think
don't
it's
rely on money anymore.
you know what, at this, time in history, we shouldn't have people living on the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We should have the resources so everybody has a job, everybody contributes to society, kind of like in a way like the barter system. Like even the barter system, I think would be a better, more effective system than a monetary system. It's just these bankers that started the whole thing just went hog crazy with it and just got too powerful, right?
yeah, yeah.
And then
Okay.
you do this generation after generation after generation, and then nobody knows any different.
They
You know what I
already
mean?
bought the Vatican in 1832, so can you imagine the money they have these days?
Yeah, it's just we're so primitive. Like if I was an alien, I would say no, thank you. I'll be passing by. I'll give
Yeah.
you a wave, but that's all you're getting.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can I have a
Oh,
free
But
hamburger and cheeseburger with that?
yeah, we'll have a fast food drive-through at the International Space Station. We'll flip some burgers for them, and then we'll throw it to them, and they can carry on the merry way. If they want to fill up, they can fill up too.
oh
Uh,
boy.
remember,
yeah, I don't
remember
know.
space, remember Space Quest and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I played that. Yeah. Back
yeah,
3.5 floppies. Yeah, I played that.
yeah.
It's old
Space
school.
Quest 3, there was a burger world in the middle of the galaxy with a whole bunch of aliens. That was pretty funny. But yeah, we had we were a lot more innovative back in the 80s. These days it's all about well, how do you say that? The TikTok and social media bullshit. So anyway,
It won't matter, man. They're all gonna crush it somehow. They're gonna find a way to
yeah,
ruin everything. These morons always do. You can't have anything good with them around. It's like we start to get better. We come out of the '80s and '90s rocked, and then you get into the 2000s, and you go, "Oh my God, what are our kids done? Like, what did they
Yeah.
do to society? They're ruining
yeah,
Yeah.
it." And
Oh,
then
they
when they
ruined
start
everything.
having kids, oh my God, it's like it's getting perpetually stupider as we go. And I'm going, we're going downhill here.
Yeah.
They've had too much handed
Society
to
is
them.
breaking down.
Yeah.
yeah,
Society's breaking down. After the Gen Xers, that was it. Everything fell apart.
yeah,
I'm not okay with the media normalizing something that is not normal, like it's like peer pressure. Like forcing the population to accept something that if you go back just less than a decade, it's not okay. It's not normal. But then if you don't agree with it, oh, you're somehow, they create some weird label and stick you with it. Oh, you're that type of person, or it's like, no, no, I'm a normal human being. Your idea is, not acceptable for like in society standards, and don't like, push your what you think is abnormal on me for me to accept your abnormality as it's okay. This is where I have a problem with things that the new
Yeah.
generation is I don't know, I
Yeah,
didn't grow up like
that's
that, like.
why that's why a lot of like say some shows from the 70s, they couldn't play that on regular TV now. It just wouldn't fly. They would flag that in a second.
Oh
Like
man,
remember
married with children's like that.
yeah, to a point. I would say even worse than that would be say like Sanford and Son from the 70s
Mm.
with Red Fox. Oh my god, if they played his stuff today, whoa, man, that would be a slap in the face. Holy man.
Little bit
The
of George
stuff that
Jefferson,
oh yeah, the Jeffersons, even that too. Good times. Oh my god.
dynamite. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
But anyways, guys, I think we're gonna close it up for the night. I want to see if I can catch a bit
you
of
want
this
to wait
game.
until the game is over?
No, I wanna close it up for the night too. Well, we're getting close to 2 hours, so
Yeah.
I want to be able to cut this thing.
Oh,
But
went for
yeah,
3.
we'll go live to air again on Friday, um, as usual, as we do our regular show at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. Thanks a lot, chat. You were good, and hopefully Bernie gets better. And we'll see everybody next week.
Bye, everyone.
Cheers.
Take care. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.